Okay.
0-2 on McBride with one down and nobody on base. And the pitch is hit right side and through for a base hit as Dalton went after a high pitch, and it gets by the right fielder Toombs, but he'll pick it up and keep Dalton at first. McBride with his 10th base hit. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike on George Lukey, the Bulldogs center fielder. Here's a Toombs pitch, and it's hit bouncing by the second baseman into right center field. McBride stops at second. So the Bulldogs with 2 hits. They've had 3 base runners. Meadows eliminated on a caught stealing on the throw by Aldrich. And now first and second situation for Cole Graham. So a base runner in the bottom of the first inning for Metter. No score and a 3-1 count on the number 2 guy in the lineup. Here's a pitch, popped up in the air, and Noah Anderson drifting around, looking at the sunshine, trying to catch that ball, and he does, moving to his right into the outfield grass. There's a little breeze out there. Next week, the Bulldogs will match up against the Vade Indians Tuesday and Friday. The Tuesday game will be a home game. There's a liner into right field and hit deep, and there's a dive, and Brock Harrison not able to catch that ball. Runner coming to third, and he's going to round third, and here he comes to the dish and scoring the first run of the ball game on a hard hit ball by Rylan Rigdon. So the Tigers take advantage of their scoring opportunity, and he winds up at second with a double. A lot of teams will put something onto this situation, especially the Toombs County Bulldogs. Send the runner at first, try to get 2 in scoring position. There goes the runner, and the Bulldogs have a chance to get it out here. There's a tag by Noah Anderson. Safe, though. Noah catching that throw from Lane Adams, applied the tag on Young sliding in toward the second base bag. He didn't argue too much or even give too much of a look at the umpire. In other words, maybe he did miss the tag. Bulldogs will bring the infield in all the way around because now Metter has runners on second and third and 1 down. And the Dogs are already down by a run at 1-0. 1-0 pitch, line right side and into right field. That would have been played by the second baseman at regular depth. Runner coming around third. Here's a Brock Harrison throw to the dish. Here's a tag. And safe. 3-0. Metter Tigers. If Noah Anderson is playing back, odds are he feels that ball easily. Maybe you yield 1 run.
Number 15.
But in this case, 2 score, and it's a base hit. Metter Tigers on top 3-0, bottom of the first. It's been a long first inning. 1-0 pitch from Lane is a curveball, and it's tapped. Third base side. Dalton McBride plays a tough hop, throws to first base, gets the out. Runner down to second. That was a good play there by the third baseman, who used to be a catcher and, of course, started off this season in right field. And the 2-2. Curveball, called strike 3, and finally the bottom half of the first inning ends. But the Bulldogs will yield 4 big runs to the Metter Tigers. So we head to the second inning, and the Dogs will have to start hitting in this game to come back down 4-0 as we take a break on Y101. But right now they got to take care of business in this game. They got to get some outs here, and they're down 4-0. Bottom of the second. He bunts it. Deloach has the ball, turns and fires to third, and the Dogs get the lead man. Bryce Deloach has always been an excellent defensive player, usually a shortstop. So that was an easy play for him, making the throw to McBride. Here's a pitch from Brandon. Hits it to the shortstop, D.R. Meadows, who's playing in. He throws to first base for the out. Did a good job looking the runner back. Now they got a runner off second base. Here's a throw, and the tag, and they got him. And the Bulldogs get a double play on a mistake by the Metter base runner. Good play by the defense. Helton comes in and puts out the fire, so to speak. And the Dogs will head to the third inning, down just 4-0 as we take a break on Y101. They are 9-2 in the ACC, tied with Louisville in their division. And the pitch. Hit into right field and pretty deep. Back goes Wells to the fence. It's bouncing, and Brock Harrison racing to second base. Here's a throw, and he's standing with his 5th double of the season. 5 of his 9 hits this year are 2 baggers. Hogs are down 4-0, top of the 3rd. They need some run production. Runner at second, nobody out. Here's a pitch. DR chops at center of the diamond. The shortstop, Funderburk, has it. Throws to first base, and safe. DR beats it. Infield hit, his 20th of his senior season. Sometimes they'll put that runner at first in motion. DR fakes it this time. Ball's hit to the second baseman. Plays a tough hop. Flips to second to get the out, and a run scores as McBride hits the ball to the right side and drives in a run to make it 4-1. His 4th run batted into the season. The ball's looped into left field, dropping in for a base hit. McBride running to second base, and Lane Adams has stroked his 20th hit of his senior season with a similar type swing he's used all through his career. Very controlled, going backside for a base hit. So now the Dogs have 3 hits in the inning. And that's what they need to do in this game, start hitting. As I mentioned earlier, they have not had 10 or more hits in any game this season. And right now we're in the 3rd inning, and they're halfway to 10. Here's George Lukey. He had a single first time up on a 3-1 pitch. Runners on first and second, 1 down. Righty-righty matchup, swings and hits a first pitch into left field for a base hit. Coach Fitzgerald bringing the runner. Here comes the throw from the left fielder, Martin. It's offline, and a run scores. And the runners will move up to second and third as Lukey drives in the run. He leads the team in runs batted in, and he's now up to 16 as the Bulldogs have cut the lead in half at 4-2. You probably do either. 2-2 pitch. Curveball's lifted into right center field. It drops in for a base hit. That scores Lane Adams. And here comes another dog to the dish. And tying the ball game up is George Lukey. It's 4-4 as Helton goes backside and deposits that ball into the sun field in right center. A perfect swing right there to drive in a pair to make it 4-4. As he drives in his 2nd and 3rd runs of the season. Helton drove in a pair. 0-1 pitch. Hit right up the middle by the second baseman into center field on the roll for a base hit. This has got to be the Bulldogs' best hitting inning of the season. He's swinging on 3-0. You know he's swinging on 3-1. Here's the Helton pitch, and he does, and he hits it up high into the air, right down the left field line. This ball's hit deep, and that is a fair ball into the corner. And Noah Anderson picks it up and fires towards second base, but Hunter Young's already at the bag with a double. Bulldogs and Metter will play again on Friday at 5:45. A home game at Jackie Jones. The weather should be okay. It's supposed to rain Wednesday and Thursday. Grounder to second base to Lane Adams. Flips to DR Meadows for the lead man. They get the out. Not a double play ball. Now 1 down. Martin the third, Bulldog pitcher, used today. Lane Adams started, then Brandon Helton. There's a grounder back to Stevens. Has a runner off second, but is going to throw to first base for the out. Had a chance to get it out at third, but he took the sure thing. Now 2 down. But Ricardo is his brother, and now they get to play together. Ricardo's been a baseball player in his past, junior ball. Never played middle school. 1-1 with the runner going. The pitch is off the glove. Runner breaking in from third. There's nobody covering the dish. And a run scores. Runner down to third. Tigers scoring 2 runs on 1 hit. Swing and a missed strike 3 as he chased one, breaking out of the zone. First strikeout from Martin, 8th of the season. But the Tigers scoring 2 on 1 double, the leadoff double by Hunter Young. Now the Dogs are down 6-4 as we head to the 4th on Y101. Full count pitch. Hit into the air to right center field. Brock Harrison running. George Lukey running. Nobody. Oh, it is Harrison who's able to get it, crossing in front of Lukey. Long run by the right fielder. 3-2 is loop right side. Bryce DeLoach catches the ball underhanded in foul territory. 2 down. All 7, he tossed a one-hitter. So the Bulldog pitchers threw 17 innings against Bleckley and allowed 6 hits. That's unbelievable. Pop up to Bryce DeLoach. He's right on the line. Now he's in foul territory, and he catches it. And Martin Stevens has a real easy 3 up and 3 down against the 1, 2, and 3 hitters in the Metter lineup. But the Dogs are still down by 2. It's 6-4 Metter as we move to the 5th inning on Y101. This pitch is lined into right center field. Hit hard and deep and bouncing in for a base hit. Lukey is 3 for 3. Nothing at 2 pitch. Lined into center field. Boy, that's a solid swing by Cole Graham. The ball gets by the center fielder, Wells. And here comes a runner to third. Here comes Lukey. He's coming to the dish. The throw is way offline and cut off. And Lukey scores on aggressive base running. That'll be an unearned run, but that cuts the lead down to 1 at 6-5. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball dives sharply off the dish. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thomas Aldrich is the catcher for the Metter Tigers. Seems to do a good job blocking pitches. Looking over toward the dugout to get the call on what's coming up next on the 1-1. And it's low, getting away. Runner breaking to third. Here's the throw. No, he's going to eat the ball. That ball just got away just slightly, and Trey Cloud ran down to third. So that's aggressive base running. That ball was just maybe a foot behind him. It's not like it went back to the fence or even out of the batter's box, really. 2-1. Crooms working from the full windup. Here's his pitch. Chop left side. This should score a run. Shortstop Funderburk throws to first base and out. And the Bulldogs have tied the game on the grounder by Brandon Helton, who has driven in 3 runs in this ball game, and he now has 4 on the season. 6-6 ball game, bottom half of the 5th. Sign from Cole Graham. Lane winding. Here's his pitch. There's a bouncing ball left side of the infield. D.R. Meadows will throw from the hole to first base, and got him! He had to wait to see if the first baseman, Bryce DeLoach, was able to handle, I guess, a hop, and it was a short one. D.R. made a fantastic play, throwing from that hole over there on the left side of the infield. 2-1. There's a grounder to D.R. off the mound. Feels the tough hop. Throws to first base and got him. He's so smooth. That ball hit the side of the mound on one of the hops. Lane working from the stretch. Here's the pitch, runner going. Here's Cole Graham's throw. Caught by D.R. Meadows. Applies a tag and he got him. So D.R. threw out 2 and then caught a nice throw from Cole Graham and applied the tag for the 3rd out and a 4 up and 3 down. Bottom half of the 5th inning as the Bulldogs break a trend with Metter scoring in the odd frames. They get nothing here in the 5th to keep the score tied at 6-all as we move to the 6th on Y101. If he could do so. 1-1, he bunts it, this time fair. Lane Adams with the ball, throwing to second, and out there is D.R. Meadows. Was playing that position like a first baseman, reaching out with a stretch to catch the throw from Lane. And the 2 longtime teammates team up on a big out. Bulldogs still have the infield in on both the left and right side of the diamond, in case they got to play at home plate. Oh-2, hit back to Lane. He's coming home. Cole with the catch, throws to first base, and that is a Bulldog double play. A 1 to 2 to 3. Their second double play of the game, but a bases-loaded walk by Thomas Aldrich has put Metter up 7-6 going to the 7th inning on Y101. We got a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the Dogs need 1 run to tie it up in the top of the 7th. As Young leans in to get the sign. Here's his pitch. It's hit up into the air into right field. Toombs running into right center field. The ball is in for a base hit. That's a big one. That's going to score a run to tie the game, and Cole Graham is at second base clapping. He's done it again. He's driven in a big run on a 3-2 pitch, and he goes backside. Struck out his first 2 times up in the game, and a single and a double on his last 2 trips to the plate. And now he'll go into the dugout as he's tied the game at 7, replaced on the base paths by Trey Cloud, who now is the go-ahead runner with Helton at the dish. Cole Graham breaks through with a first base hit off Young. When Lane was pitching in the 5th. Lane has pitched twice in this game, to start and to finish. And he jumps on the first pitch and hits it up high in the air into left center field. Can anybody get to it? It's Lukey backing up, and he makes a catch on a real high fly ball. First baseman is Bryce DeLoach. Cole Graham catching. Ball's popped up in the air, center of the diamond. D.R. Meadows calls off everybody and takes care of it. Squeezing it with the glove, 2 down. Dodgers against San Diego. I watched Kershaw pitch yesterday. There's a liner into left center field. This one is hit deep, and this ball is caught on the run by the left fielder Brandon Helton into the gap. 3 up and 3 down for Lane Adams as we are headed to extra innings. Last Tuesday, the Bulldogs played 9 and lost to JD. Here it is a week later, and they're into the 8th inning, tied at 7 at Metter, trying to win a big region game. We'll take a break and come back with more Bulldog baseball on Y101. So what is Coach Fitzgerald going to do right here? Will he give the bunt sign to the sophomore? Yep, and he does. And he gets it down, and it's good enough. And there's no throw to first base. The second baseman was late getting there, and now runners on first and second. Over. You get tired of seeing it. 0-2 from Lane. Bouncing ball to third base. Tough hop for Dalton McBride, but he feels it. He throws to first perfectly, 1 down. 2-0 pitch. Popped up in the air. D.R. Meadows retreating into the outfield grass. And this ball's going to be caught by Lukey coming in. So 2 down. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just slightly high to make it more interesting. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tigers loading the bases on 2 walks and a single. 7-7. Bottom half of the 8th, and Lane out in front, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gets the sign, but he shakes off Cole Graham. But now he's ready. And here's his pitch. Popped up in the air. Will it stay in play? It's in foul territory. Lane Adams comes over. He calls for it. He makes a catch. That's a 3rd out. And the Bulldogs will strand the bases loaded as Dalton McBride hops into the Bulldog huddle. What a ball game. The Dogs are going to the 9th inning for the 2nd straight Tuesday. They got to win one of these. They lost last week to Jeff Davis 5-3-9. We'll take a break. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball on Y101. Although your background here is a bunch of signs and some trees out in center field, and of course the nighttime darkness. We started this game at 6. And we've been playing a long time. 3 hours and roughly 14 minutes. Into the top of the 9th. 2-1 on Graham. We're ready to go. Pitch from Young to the dish. Cole swings and hits it into left field for a base hit. His 3rd straight hit in this game. I mean, he could not have looked worse in his first 2 at-bats, striking out on 1-2 pitches. But then he comes back with a single, RBI double, and a single. But what if we're here till like after midnight? Do I still have to go to work in the morning? 0-1 pitch, popped up in the air, right side of the infield. Bryce DeLoach, the first baseman, calls for it and catches it. Like a shortstop, which he is. 1 down. In the 5th, it's 6-6.
Number 7, Will Funderburg.
Then they were down 7-6 in the top of the 7th. And with 2 down, Cole Graham hit a big double into right center field to drive in the tying run. DR's pitch is hit up into the air into right field. On the run is Harrison diving, not able to get it. The Bulldogs better hustle up the ball. He's racing to second base. Here's a throw, and he's safe as Lane Adams applies the tag. So Thunderberg, who singled in a pair of runs, doubles here in the bottom half of the 9th. Stretched by Meadows. 2-0 pitch. Lined into center field. Lukey going back. Lukey on the run. Not going to catch the ball, and Metter is going to score the winning run as Lukey throws it in toward the third base bag. The Metter Tigers beat the Toombs County Bulldogs 8-7 in 9. The Bulldogs' second straight Tuesday 9-inning loss in region play.